Greetings, all. This is Knicks podcast again, kind of popping up on you guys at the last minute. I meant to set this up earlier, but life comes at you, man. As you guys know, I try to set things up ahead of time. Nothing ever works for me. But this is going to be a new show that I'm going to be doing, guys. This is going to be called Next Day Knicks. I'm going to be going live day after the Knicks play, and we're going to be talking briefly about what we saw and what three key points that I think made an impact on the Knicks, either winning or losing. So game one, spoiler alert, we lost game one. So I actually do a watch along for every game. So I did a full game watch along. So for those that are interested in my full take about whatever happened during the game, please check out those full watch alongs on the replay, which you can find on the channel on the homepage on the channel. But right now we're just going to talk about three key points that a day later, after calming down and actually seeing the day, not the data really, but just like whatever just stuck out of my mind about whatever I thought, were the key points for actually losing this game. Knicks could have won, but we'll talk about that, man. We're not gonna win 82 games, so a lot of people were really upset about this game. So shout out to my coworker Dixon. I got a chance to talk with him. For the whole morning, actually talking about the Knicks. He was really upset. He gave me his opinion about stuff. Me and him are always all right on point with what our takes and stuff. But this is my three key points here that kind of like just brings everything into perspective and just puts a focus on what needs to be we need to be upset about. So anyway, without further ado, let's just get right into it. I have a video here. So like I said, I'm just starting this thing up here, trying to see what I'm doing here. But this is the topic of conversation. Yeah, man. Next day, next, so that's Kristaps. Kristaps is in the building. The unicorn is back. He was in the Washington Wizards, man, and he didn't really play good there. It just was a bad fit. Before that, he was in Dallas playing with Luca. You would think that would have been a good deal, but just Kristaps is not a person that you give the ball to and ask to create offense. So his role in Dallas, they wanted him to be able to get the ball and just go, and that's just not his game. So the Washington Wizards, he did the same thing. He was a focal point there. He really was just a shooter. So he was easy to contain, keep him at 20 points per game, still able to get his little numbers, but his numbers don't impact the game in such a way where you're afraid of him. Now, this Celtics team here, man, the way that they play a particular style of basketball. I was mentioning throughout the watch along, where they only go from, let's say, from the 3-point line to the foul line to the dot line, maybe not to the dot line, just to the foul line, top of the key to the foul line. And that's as far as they go as far as dribbling. They get right there. If they can't get all the way to the basket at that point, they're very disciplined to make the turn and just make the simple pass to the right. Usually they have a shooter wide open on the right. If they don't have the shooter, they're good to make that second pass back to the top of the key. And there they have the second option. They don't even get that far, at least when they play the Knicks, to get to the third option. The third option is to get to the corner. If the top of the key doesn't work, the ball will move to the corner, opposite corner, then they'll have another 3-point shot. They haven't even gotten that far because the Knicks can't even get past that first pass. If they'll stop the ball, the Knicks are good at stopping the ball going to the paint. But that ball gets kicked out to the first shot. That first shot typically goes in. But if they counter that one, that second one always goes in, man. So the Knicks have a problem with that. So like I'm saying, if I could break it down as a Knicks fan, just watching the games as a general fan, then Tom Thibodeau should be able to crack this thing, man. So I get it. You have your defensive philosophy. You show up to the game a certain way. You want your team to play your game plan and don't deviate from it. But at the same time, if these guys have been coming in here for like the last 3-4 years now, even when Brad Stevens was the head coach, they played this way. Now he's not the coach. He stepped up and became a GM, but he still kept that same style, So anyway, back to Kristaps. They brought Kristaps here, and Kristaps wants to score there. Kristaps wants to stay at the top of the key and get that top of the key 3-point shot. He also could slide over to the corner and hit that corner 3-point shot. So those are two shots that are in his game naturally. So for the simple fact that the Celtics play this way, just putting Kristaps in that spot that used to belong to Horford or used to belong to the Williams cat that they traded to Portland. It used to belong to those guys. Or let's say like they used to have Thice a few years ago. They had quite a few players that were in those 3 point spots that were effective, but they weren't like superstar effective. This guy Kristaps right off the bat, he's a superstar in that role, I must say, not just in basketball, but in that role. I have this pretty minimized here, but let's get it up to 150 so you guys can see it a little bit better. So this is Kristaps stats here. Check out the C plate center, 37 minutes, 8 for 15, 5 for 9 for 3. And if you look at the free throws is crazy too, 9 for 10. So like I said, if he didn't get the 3 point shot, he was able to get to the basket. That's just the way that the Celtics play. Shout out to Tatum. Tatum's game is tailor made for this style too. But like I said, Kristaps in that spot, he's able to if you can't stop him from the shot, if you try to overplay the shot, he just blows right past you. And the Knicks were fouling him left and right, as you can see, 9 out of 10 from the free throw line. So I mean, like I said, the Celtics offense and the Celtics team is just tailor made for what Kristaps is trying to do. If you want to, we were really upset about Drew Holiday, not Drew Holiday, Marcus Smart being traded to Memphis. It made no sense. But now that they got Drew Holiday here, Drew Holiday was very upset out there, at the guys playing defense, being a leader out there, but just doing it in a different way than Marcus Smart would do it. But whatever he did at the second half of the game and actually galvanized the team and helped them to settle down a little bit defensively, and then got it right back to their game plan where they could start doing that foul line to top of the key ball movement where the 3 point shot started falling again. So anyway, I say all of that, but I'll get into my point in a second. But really quick, let's get into some of these makes here. I'll click the makes here, and I'm hoping that this plays well here. Sometimes it doesn't play. Here we go. Turn the sound off. So let's start that over from the beginning there. Let's start this from the beginning so I can see what's going on. So this is Kristaps. Look at Kristaps there going backdoor for that alley oop. Whose fault is that? Mitchell Robinson's fault. Check out where's Mitchell Robinson? Mitchell Robinson, what like like Clyde always says, you have to see the ball, see your man. So he's too busy falling asleep on his man and he totally forgot who he's guarding. Kristaps. Kristaps gets right to the basket, man. Beautiful play there by the Celtics. Let's take a look at the next shot here. This is going to be a 3 point shot. Oh no, nice pick and roll again. Same thing. Watch Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson is so concerned about the driver, but so simple that you forget about the mobile Kristaps. All right, so let's go to the next play. We're going to get some 3 point shots now. Look at Kristaps top of the key, passes it over to Drew Holiday, takes a little screen. Look at him driving it, kicks it back out to 3, nice and easy, right in his office. Who's guarding him? You know, so people want to say because the Knicks are not guarding, Mitchell Robinson has to guard the paint, but Brunson already had him. Brunson already had him under control. So Mitchell Robinson going that deep there, for Drew Holiday, Brunson had him already. In the meantime, an elite 3 point shooter and Kristaps is just hanging out by the 3 point line, catching in and just shooting. Let's go to the next one. Very frustrating, watching this. So here he goes again. Look where Kristaps is. Just on chilling here. Side step, 3 point shot. That's his game there. The point is not necessarily what Hartenstein wasn't doing. Hartenstein was playing decent defense, adequate defense here. But right, you're putting Kristaps right in his office. Kristaps wants to shoot top of the key 3 point shots. So that's one thing the Knicks didn't do. Here he goes again in his office again, passes it over to Pritchard. Here goes the Celtics offense, takes a little thing and then sidestep, 3 point shot all day long. Who's at fault here? Hartenstein is guarding Kristaps as he should. Hickles quickly going around the screen there, but the Tom Thibodeau, you got to put Tom Thibodeau on the bus here because Tom Thibodeau is the one that's telling the guys to protect the paint, over protect the paint when this is a 3 point shooting league. Look how far Hartenstein gets with Kristaps as an elite 3 point shooter. It's ridiculous, guys. So let's keep it moving here. Look at Kristaps on the other side. He's in there fighting. He's a big man. That's what big men do. So there's nothing surprising there. So let's see if there's any more shots here. So I got some more shots. Here he goes in his office again. Simple pick and roll. Here he goes open again in the same spot. Look at it. Look at Hartenstein. Why is Hartenstein coming so far out there? So the issue here is that I'm quite sure everyone's going to be yelling and screaming. Look at the defense of Julius. Julius should have switched. But at the same time, why the hell is Hartenstein leaving his man, knowing that his man is an elite 3 point shooter? If you're playing against a shooter, you don't leave him just to go swipe at Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown has been highly ineffective the entire preseason and the entire game against the Knicks. So he's basically been a decoy out there. So Kristaps is the one that's hot. So why the hell are you swiping at Jalen Brown while Kristaps is wide open? It's ridiculous to me. You know. So let's see if there's any more plays here. So we got another one. Here he goes. Kristaps again in his office there. Nice little put and wide open. Who is guarding him? It's just great. Like that's the big question. Watch this. Simple screen. Hartenstein comes over. What is Hartenstein doing double teaming Tatum after he done picked up his dribble? Tatum already picked up his dribble. RJ got him already. And look at Kristaps just steps over and stands in his office and then just pulls the trigger. That is an elite three-point shooter. What are we doing? What are we doing here? So that's the end of that, man. But it's sickening to see that, man. The same type of stuff over and over again. But as you can see, the Knicks are brainwashed. Hartenstein is brainwashed to do what Tom Thibodeau wants him to do. They wanted him to double team. They wanted him to pack the paint to make sure to protect the paint, to make sure there's no drives. But you got to understand who you're guarding. You're guarding somebody that can shoot the 3-point shot at an elite level, 55%, 5 for 3. Just for shits and giggles, let's take a look at Kristaps' career as a 3-point shooter. Hopefully the stats are available here. This is just his last few games there. You see 66, you see 100%, 50%, 20% one game, but he was 1 for 5, so he gets them up there. The last game 55%, 5 for 9. Let's see if there's any career stats. And I don't feel like digging for it because I don't want to get lost. But here we go. This is regular stats for Kristaps. Just for his career, just looking at some 3-point percentages. So far 55% this year. I doubt he stays there, but 38, 31, 36, 28 1 year with Dallas. He came back from an injury. You're talking about 37, 35, 39 when he was with the Knicks, 35. So yeah, the guy can shoot the three. That's the point I'm trying to say. For his whole career, 3.4 is his first year, 4.8, all the way up to 7 when he went to Dallas, 6.5, the last game he had 9 attempts, man. So if he's gonna be shooting 9 attempts and the way that he's shooting it in his office over there in the Celtics, he's gonna be a freaking killer this year. I doubt he's gonna repeat 30-point games every single game. But the Celtics have a really huge weapon here in Kristaps Porzingis, man. So I just wanted to point that out, is that Kristaps is this, like, it's not a simple fact that I wish that the Knicks kept Kristaps because Kristaps would do that. No, the Knicks weren't running an offense to get Kristaps these shots that they're doing right now. And I don't think if we had Kristaps now that Tom Thibodeau will be taking advantage of him the way that he should be taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? So it's just interesting there. But I'm just trying to say Boston's been playing this way, the same offensive style for years now. So now this is basically a plug and play where Kristaps is just the ultimate fixture right in that spot there, man. So kudos to the Celtics for getting the guy that they need. And shout out to the Knicks for not doing that. We have a lot of holes and we have things that we do very well that the Knicks did not utilize the time that we had during the all season to correct these problems here. Let me just check this real quick. I want to make sure that I have yes I do. So the mic is hot. Yeah. So I mean, it's very frustrating to talk about that, but let's just get into the next thing here. The next thing is the Knicks, right? So let's talk about the Knicks and what the Knicks did as far as their shots. So let's go here back. Let's go all the way to the beginning here. Give me a second, making sure that I don't click too far. My system's been acting up. So I mean, let's take a look at RJ. RJ was 8 for 20. That's nothing to shake a stick at. He shot 40%. I don't think there was anything that RJ did that was so great. But he did hold us down as far as at least shooting 40%. Look what Julius shot, 22. Mitchell Robinson shot 25. Jalen shot 28. You know what I'm saying? Quentin Grimes hit shots here and there, 4 for 7. He didn't have a particularly good game. The guy's not getting any other stats besides what you see, you know, in the shooting there. He's not getting anything else. So when you're talking about steals and things like that, he had no steals, no blocks. He only had 1 rebound. He played 23 minutes. That's atrocious, man. But that's not the focus at the moment here. So let's take a look at some of these misses that Julius Randle had here. So I mean that just tells the whole story. There's 22 misses out of 5. So he made 5 and hit 22. Let's turn the sound down so I can get it. Look at Julius working in his office. Bully ball. Look how he just flicked it up there, missed it. Here goes the next one, misses that, misses the tip and everything. Mitchell Robinson. What is Mitchell Robinson doing? First of all, he bullied Tatum, nice and easy. So, as the season goes on, he'll make that. But what is Mitchell Robinson doing? Mitchell Robinson actually tapped it back to the Celtics. Let's take a look at some more misses from Julius. Julius again in his office here comes around. This is the same play. So for some reason they replayed it. So let's just watch it again. All right, let's get to the next play. All right, so they're just gonna keep playing the same play here. I don't know why they're doing that. But let's see if the next play will be different. If not, I'll go to Brunson. Okay, so they're finally showing another play. So here goes Brunson making his moves as Brunson does. Julius wide open, sidestep all the way to the basket. Lost the ball. He just lost the ball. So listen, people want to make too much out of that. Julius Randle just a little bit rusty, man. He showed that in the preseason, so he's carrying over here into the next game here. So right there, that would have been a dunk normally. So there's just unfortunate plays here. Here goes Julius again, but look who's guarding him. Look who's guarding him. They got the point guard guarding him. So that tells you right there that the other team doesn't value what Julius brings because they're not going to put another big man on him. You know what I'm saying? They're going to put a little guy on him just to force him to do shots like that, attack his knees, and make him work in that way. If you put somebody bigger than him, then just like you saw him bully Tatum to the basket, that's what's going to happen. But against a little guy, lower center of gravity, you don't have to worry about that. Here goes Julius again, wide open here. Brunson missed him. Finally got it to him. A little bit too late there, but he did knock it down. So I kind of want to see missed shots here. I don't want to see made. So this is a running layup here from Julius driving. I don't know if he makes this one. Yes, he gets all the way to the basket. He makes that. No, he misses it. So just little chippies, man. He missed a lot of little chippy stuff today. So it's nothing. He sulks a little bit. Of course, if you're not having a good game, are you going to be happy? A fadeaway jump shot. That's a shot that he normally would make. But like I said, it's something going on with him. I don't know if he's still hurt or if it's something just going on in his mind. He just needs to get his feet underneath him. Here he goes on a drive. A little bit too late there. He waited too long on this play here. I was arguing with somebody today about it. When he drove here, he should have just pulled up right there, but instead he waited and gave Kristaps a chance to get the block shot there. So just I don't want to keep badgering Julius Randle, but he just had one of those games where he just didn't have it. He just was a little bit off there. Brunson didn't do it much better, man. 6 for 21. Let's watch him really quick. Uh, Watch Jalen Brunson a little bit, turn the sound off again. So Jalen Brunson coming around the screen. He's getting everywhere he wants to go. Those are shots that he normally makes. So I'll take that. Jalen Brunson usually makes shots like that. Here goes another shot. Brunson doing his thing, being guarded by Jalen Brown. So they put a larger play on him. Crossed him over, gets all the way to the basket. Even though Kristaps is there, there's no big deal because he still makes shots like that over big men. He's been proven to do that over and over again. He missed RJ on the alley oop there, gets all the way to the basket and blows another chippy. So like I said, I don't want to keep badgering Brunson about that because he was taking good shots. He just wasn't making them. He goes another one before we finish it. That's his patented floater in the lane. He always makes that. So he just was missing shots that he normally makes here. So let's take a look at RJ. Let's take a look at his misses. I don't care about his makes. Let's take a look at his misses too, since we did that to Julius and Brunson. So really quick here, turn the thing here down. This is RJ. He just pulls up and shoots it. I believe that was a shot clock violation though. So that's kind of like cheating there. Here goes let's looking for RJ. So this is on a fast break there. RJ is on a drive all the way to the basket and dunks it. So I want to get some misses here. They showed that, but he did hurt his knee a little bit. That kind of was concerning. I was hoping that he didn't hurt himself. Here goes RJ driving to the basket, fade away, just short on it. He didn't get. I don't think he got blocked there, but just like a shot that even that too. Just look at him. Look at the way he drives here, and he's just afraid of contact and just throws the ball up over the top because he's afraid to get hit there. You know what I'm saying? Here he goes driving again, right against Kristaps. Same type of thing where he's extending, but he doesn't really have an intention on scoring, really. He's just like, God, please go in. And it does go in for him. But all his shots are like that. Here he goes coming around the screen, which is what we want him to do. He gets inside and he's dead. He gets inside and he tried to do a double pump teardrop kind of shot, which I don't know where he learned that from. Here goes RJ again, getting in a good spot there. Nice screen by Hartenstein, right into his office, sidestepping shot. That's good. He made that one. Like I said, I'm trying to get some misses here. So that was a good shot. As long as you get RJ around the screen, here he goes again. Foul line extended. He should knock those things down. A little bit flicky a little bit with his wrist and his elbow there. So I don't really like that too much. But RJ, listen, man, RJ is not perfect, but at least RJ, shout out to Theo Pinson. He said that RJ is unrealistically confident. So he gets into the spots where he as he should, but he has no skill finishing at the basket. You know what I'm saying? Only if he has a beeline. I give him this. These transition threes are there. He finally can hit that transition three, the corner three. So that's what's really gonna be helpful as time goes on. When Julius and Brunson are cooking, RJ can hit those shots now. So that move right there, him sidestepping him one on one like this, we don't need him doing that. That's no good. Because he gets too happy and he's like he does has like a flicking jump shot. It works on a spot up, but it doesn't work off the dribble. Here he goes going against Kristaps, totally afraid there, totally afraid of Kristaps. So anyway, I just don't want to keep badgering RJ. But RJ has a lot to work on in his career as far as finishing, man. So I mean, little things that I would teach my kids to help him be a better finisher. Is what I would do for him. He needs to go one on one, and he really needs to learn how to attack that rim. Before we get to the last one, let me just take a look at what you guys are saying here. I see some names you haven't seen here before. We got Mega. Shout out to Mega. Mega's always here. Shout out to Geraldine. This is gonna be a regular pod, guys. Next day Knicks are gonna be doing this after every Knicks game. Maybe like 20, 30 minutes of me recapping the three biggest points that I see from the game before. As you guys know, Geraldine, Mega, you guys follow me on the watch along, man. So for the live takes and stuff like that, you guys can follow Mega and Geraldine here, and check me out with the watch alongs. But the next day, I'll bring up at least 3 points where guys could follow me here. So shout out to Project Nerd. Project Nerd is hanging out here a little bit. Scrolling down, anybody else new? You got Holcomb, of course. Jackal is hanging out here, and let's get to the last point. Finally, the last point here. Let's talk about this ref flopping rule, man. So this is one here. As you guys can see, this is DiVincenzo. So DiVincenzo is playing defense. Everything looks regular here. Here, he gets bumped a little bit, sidestepped, almost tripped, and whatever. And they call that a flopping foul. So is this worth $2,000? Look at this. He gets bumped, comes across the lane there. Was it flopping? I don't think that was flopping. I just think that he lost his footing. He didn't like flip to try to draw a foul. He almost fell. So he was trying to get his footing. So that's worth $2,000? Yeah, I just don't know about that, man. So I mean, I think that's bogus. It weaponizes the referees to be a part of the game now. So this one right here was BS. Look at the Brunson shooting on a jump shot, and they're gonna say that he flopped, right? So on the naked eye, right? So these referees can make calls like this on the fly here and cause and really basically dictate the pace of the game here. Now where offensive players are afraid that the referee's gonna call a flopping foul. Now, if you look at the feet of Brunson. Brunson comes down on Tatum's ankle. So if anything, that should have been a fucking foul. But instead, they're calling a flopping technical. And number 46 too. Let me do that before we even get if I gotta do that at the end. Number 46, the referee for that game, the head official, he's the one that did it. And he did it. He pointed at Brunson like this. Bong! Like really? He didn't even see the play because if you look at the feet, like I said, Tatum actually stopped Brunson from landing. So funny, then that should have been a technical foul on Tatum. Flagrant foul on Tatum there, and we should have got the ball back. Crazy, man. So I don't know what the NBA is going to do about that. Let's go to the next play. This is the 2 minute report. So they said that there was a foul here. Hartenstein should have got fouled there, and in the next play here, there should have been another call here. So anyway, they said there's a shooting foul. It should have been on Drew Holiday, where it would have given Hartenstein a chance to cut the lead to 1. That was big, man. And then the intentional foul on RJ that could have added 6 seconds to the clock here. It's ridiculous. See, like RJ's trying to intentional foul, and the referees didn't call nothing. So it would have added time on the clock for the Knicks to have a chance to win the game. So I mean, it's a shame that it comes down to this, where these referees think they're superstars. So the only thing that's going to stop that is these guys, the Players Association. The Players Association is the NBA union. So the NBA union, they need to file a grievance with the NBA and force them to stop the bullshit here and stop this ridiculous play calling here. As far as the technical fouls with these with these flopping calls, they need to stop it. So I just wanted to look and see if there was somewhere where we can complain ourselves as people. So I'm just looking. I've seen agents, player agents, advisories, follow. So I don't see anything about the PBA. You see, if there's a contact us, man, then we need to take this matters. Oh, 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 here goes the contact, the Players Association. So listen, for general inquiries, media pressure inquiries, licensing inquiries, sponsorship opportunities, agent assistance, the address is here. If you want to write to them, you know what I'm saying? It's on the screen here, the main line, the toll free line, the fax. So I mean, there's a lot of contact information here to get at these referees and let them know that this is bullshit here. You know what I'm saying? It's right here on the MBPA website, National Basketball Players Association. So they need to do something here about this. This is definitely something that taking money from players for no reason, weaponizing the referees to go against these players, and then also ruining the game for the spectators, man. So I feel like we need to do something about this. So let's get into Google here and let's look up NBA ref number 46. So here he goes. The guy's name is Ben Taylor. Look at this weird looking motherfucker right here. Look at this weirdo. He looks like a Terminator. He looks like if anybody's seen Sarah Connor Chronicles, he looks like one of the Terminators from the Sarah Connor Chronicles, man. So let's get more pictures here so you guys can recognize his face. This is number 46. Let's get the image tab up here. Once again, number 46 here. Players Association. This is enemy number one of the Knicks here, man. This guy, this is a weirdo looking motherfucker. Look at Julian Bloom. Weirdo looking motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? This guy, like I said, when he called that flopping foul, it was a late call, and then he did like this to Brunson, and he was like, boom, like that. You like really? The NBA. What do they do when these guys make like bogus calls like this? Because it's not just the flopping calls. So we got two flopping calls. This one, and then we got this one, right? But what did we do in the last 2 minute thing when they're not making calls and it's ruining the game? What happens here? So what happens to this guy? You're the lead referee. So as a lead referee, I'm quite sure that you sign paperwork and stuff like that to let them. You probably get paid extra as the head ref, right? So if you're in charge of the group, then something should happen to this guy. This guy should be suspended. He should be fined. Something should happen to this guy for sitting there going boom like this. Like he's part of Griselda or something like that. Point at Brunson the way that he did, man. It's ridiculous. The unprofessional, and like I said, this rule is weaponizing these referees against the game, not just against the player. It's ruining the game. Because like when I saw that and I'm watching it, man, it just took me off my square. I'm trying to watch the game, but now I'm watching the refs now. So now I'm sitting there like, yo, man. So then what are the players gonna do if something happens and one of these weirdos here that are weaponized with this rule, thinking that you're flopping and totally just destroy the game, destroy the entire game, the integrity of the game because of the flopping rule. Thank you, Reggie Miller. Left your legacy on the NBA. Thank you, Allen Iverson, that follow his footsteps. Thank you, everybody else. LeBron is one of the main culprits there with the flopping foul. But it's a shame that now LeBron is getting ready to get out the league, and all these guys are coming out, and now this is their legacy. Now the flopping rule where is just destroying the game here a little bit. So that's annoying, man. So like I said, Players Association, do your best here. Go to these to the contact page. Like I said, is right here in the menu. Go down to I forgot where I saw it. I think it's all the way at the bottom of the page here. Wherever it is, man, it's definitely. I think it's about to go to about the PA, the Players Association. You click that, and then you'll see contacts, and there you go. Plenty of contact information here on the Players Association page. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna freaking share that in the chat. How about that? Let's share that in the chat because I mean this is ridiculous. Cut it out, cut it out. Bring the game back to the way that it used to be. And also, if anybody's interested in that contact information, that information is in the chat here. Now you can see that. Follow that, click the link. And if you want to harass these people, harass them and tell them, listen, man, they're destroying the integrity of the game here with this flopping call here. You know what I'm saying? Like if they want to use that, let them be able to use it, but let's not use it as a weapon here early in the season. Like I said, I challenge this Players Association to file a grievance and cut this shit out. Anyway, this has been the Knicks next day Knicks show. Like I said, this is gonna be a regular show. I'm gonna do it the day after the Knicks play, sometime in the evening. This is a little bit late here because I was trying to get the show together because I got myself into some trouble tonight. But look for me like around between sometime in the evening, 7:30 to about 9:30. Hopefully, I'm not on at 10 o'clock, doing this stuff here. But sometime in the evening, look for me to give my 2 cents about the Knicks and the next day after the Knicks. If the Knicks have back-to-back games, I'll catch you on the second back-to-back the next day after that. You know what I'm trying to say? So, since this is the first show, I would like to get some involvement with you guys, man. So shout out to Julian Bloom. Like I said, Julian Bloom is here. Mega, all you guys here, man. I'm gonna, Jackal, Holcomb, all you guys. I would like some class participation. So I'll bring up my 3 points here, and then I'll ask you guys if there's anything that you want to talk about, if anything that you agree with or whatever. Come in and call. I'm gonna have the phone lines open. You can call, and then we can talk the rest of the night away, depending on how frequent you guys call in and stuff, man. So if you want to interact with me on the phone, guys, I'll post the number in the next show, and then we'll make it a call-in show. You know what I'm saying? So this is the first one. Shout out to everybody that popped in today. But this is the little video here. Yeah, I forgot to put a music on it. But I'll figure all that as time goes on, man. But that's the end of the show there. Thank you guys for tuning in. For those that are gonna pop in on the replay, hope you understand where I'm coming from with my 3 points here from the game before. Please check out the watch along, and then also too, I'm gonna have another show on Mondays. So Mondays in the afternoon, sometime between 12 and 2. I'll try to go on in the afternoon on Mondays. So for those that are following me, I'll post that in the community tab so you guys can know. And then also too, for those that are coming in, watching on the replay and stuff like that, please hit the subscribe button, so you'll be notified when I come in there. So like once again, I'll post it in the community tab for those that follow me on social media. I'll post it on social media too. Next day Knicks is a thing. We're gonna have some fun with that this season. Full game watch alongs. If I can't make the full game because of work or something like that, I'll do the halftime to crunch time. And if I can do that, then I'll just catch you guys in the next time. I'll definitely keep you guys abreast, in the community tab and also on social media as well too, man. So gonna be more active the way that I was the first couple years on this pod. I had to take some time off to take care of family stuff. But it's still hectic right now. But listen, I'm taking care of you guys. I'm putting you guys first right now, man. So the first time ever the diehard Knicks has had a schedule in 5 years, and like I forgot how long I've been doing YouTube. I think I've been doing YouTube 3 years now. But in 3 years, this is the first time where I actually have I'm gonna just say 5 years because the audio podcast I didn't have a schedule either. So this is the first time in 5 years of me doing content creating that I had a schedule. You know what I'm saying? So tune in for that. Thank you guys for supporting. Like I said, I'll post some stuff in the community tab, and you guys know how I do it. A lot of times I surprise you guys with giveaways and things of that nature. So we'll just make it fun for the beginning of the season, and get it on for the next 82 games. Look forward to having some interactions with you guys. I look forward to the MBK guys popping in with me to share some time with me. Also, some surprise guests too on the shows. We'll definitely keep you guys posted. Like I said, via social media and also the community tab on YouTube. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Right now, like I said, I don't have a special outro loaded up. I used one of the old ones just now. I'm probably gonna use that. I'm gonna modify it and use it for this particular show. But for the outro, we'll just let Trav B. Ryan put you guys to sleep with my theme music. So shout out to Trav Ryan, and shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that will pop in and pay attention to what's going on here with Die Hard Knicks. And I see you guys next time, man. Definitely appreciate the support. And I see you tomorrow. The Knicks play tomorrow. I believe we play. Who do we play next? Whoever we play next. Let's just get that before we get up out of here. Let's get see who the Knicks are playing next. Yeah. This is tonight. So Friday the Knicks play Atlanta. So preview here. Just click the preview so you guys can see that. Knicks are playing Atlanta. So I will see you guys tomorrow, 7:30 sharp. Full game watch along versus Atlanta, man. So tune in for that. I see you guys tomorrow. And let's go Knicks. All right, peace.
Eru, I see you. Die hard. Trav. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Yeah. Die hard. Homie, die hard. check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He could smell a trophy, yeah, he need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves, and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team, man, he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die. City on my back. They ask me what's my name and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gon' murder that.